Chapter 7.2, Complementary and Supplementary Angles. Complementary angles. Two angles are complementary angles when the sum of their measures is 90 degrees. As you can see, 30 degrees plus 60 degrees equals 90 degrees, so they would be complementary. Angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary because they have the red box that shows that it is 90 degrees. Supplementary angles are two angles that, when they're added together, their sum is 180 degrees. For example, 135 plus 45 is 180. Angle 3 and angle 4 are supplementary because they form a straight line. So the first example, tell whether the angles are complementary, supplementary, or neither. As you can see, complementary means 90 degrees. Supplementary means 180 degrees. So what do we need to do? We need to add up. 110 plus 70 gives us 180 degrees. So this would be supplementary. Our next example says 41 and 49. So again, we're going to add up 41 plus 49. 1 plus 9 is 10. Carry my 1. 4 plus 4 plus 1 is 9. So we get 90 degrees. So they would be complementary. Our third example says 128 and 62. So again, we're going to add them up. And we get 190 degrees, which would mean it is neither. The next example, we're going to add up 64 plus 26. And we get 90 degrees. So this one would be complementary. Our next says, using complementary and supplementary angles, tell whether the angles are complementary or supplementary. Then find the value of x. So as you can see, there's this red box right here, so that automatically tells us that it's complementary. And we know complementary has to equal 90 degrees. So what we can do is 90 minus 36, subtract, and we get 54 degrees. So we know that this has to equal 54 degrees. Now that's not x, that's the whole angle. So now we know that 4x equals 56 degrees. So what we're going to do is divide both sides by 4. And we know 4 goes into 5 one time, 4 goes into 16 4 times. So we know x equals 14 degrees. So our answer is complementary and 14. The next question shows a straight line. We know straight lines mean it is 180 degrees, so that is supplementary. And we know supplementary means it equals 180 degrees. So as you recall from chapter 3, we can come up with a formula where it's two angles added together equals 180. So I have x plus x minus 4 equals 180. Now what I'm going to do is combine my like terms. So I have 2x minus 4 equals 180 degrees. I'm going to box off my 2x. I'm now going to add 4 to both sides. So now I'm left with 2x equals 180 plus 4 is 184. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 92 degrees. And our final example that we're going to talk about today is this next one. Again, we have a straight line, so it is going to be supplementary. So we know, like our previous problem, we're going to make a formula. So I have 4x plus 5 plus 41 equals 180. So now, combine my like terms, which are my numbers. So I have 4x plus 46 equals 180 degrees. Box this off. I'm now going to subtract 46 on both sides. Now I'm left with 4x equals 134. Divide both sides by 4. 4 goes into 13. 3 times, we have 12 when left over. 4 goes into 14. 3 times with 2 leftovers. Now I'm at that at 2. 4 goes into 25 times, so we get 33.5 degrees. So our answer is supplementary and 33.5 degrees. Now we got to construct angles. Draw a pair of adjacent supplementary angles so that one angle has a measure of 60 degrees. So I've gotten my protractor up here, and as we did the last construction, first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a straight line all the way across our protractor. I'm going to make a little mark 0. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to make a 60-degree angle. So here's my 60 degrees. So now I need to draw my straight line by turning my protractor, and you can use any straight edge. This is what I have handy. I'm going to connect my dots. I now have a 60-degree angle here. And as I move out my protractor, I now have a supplementary angle that has a 60-degree angle in it. So let's try the next one. Let me move my protractor out of the way. It says draw a pair of adjacent supplementary angles so that one angle has a measure of 15 degrees. So again, I'm going to draw my line straight across. I am going to put a mark in the middle. I'm going to find 15 degrees, which is really a small angle. Put my dot there. I'm now going to draw my straight line. So move that. Connect I now have my 15-degree line. If I move my protractor out of the way, I now have supplementary angles with a 15-degree angle.